What a run in the second half.
What a
for the
third
Clippers.
quarter.
I mean, that third quarter into the fourth, they just ran away with this game.
Well, the third quarter was the Austin Rivers show. It's just that simple. Just 6 minutes and 1 second of playing time. 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting from the field. He was absolutely unstoppable. A sensational performance by the coach's son. This is a guy that people were looking at. Even his teammates were looking at and saying, why is he here? He can play defense. He's young, but he's young. He's got a lot of learning to do. What can he do for us? We saw before in the playoffs in the first round what he could do, but he really put on a show tonight. Austin Rivers was spectacular.
And not only did he help the team on the court, but he also helped Chris Paul get some more rest with that hamstring. So it paid dual benefits having Rivers play the way that he played.
Well, there's no question about it. He had some significant help, obviously, from J.J. Redick. He was absolutely outstanding. He had 16 points in the first half, finished with 31 points. He was absolutely sensational as well. He was a marksman tonight. The combination of those two guys have really, really put the Clippers in a commanding position. And if you really, really look at it, the Clippers should have won all 3 games of this series.
Right.
They had it all in their hands, the first 2 without Chris Paul. So they should be feeling really, really good about themselves right now. But I can't say enough about Austin Rivers. That third quarter, you saw everyone on the Clippers step back and relax. And here's all you need to know. Jamal Crawford, who's ready to boogie on anybody at any given moment. He's never seen a shot like I think they should call him World B. Crawford, for crying out loud. All right. He did not attempt a shot in the third quarter, even though he had some playing time. Why? Because he saw how Rivers was rolling, and he let it happen.
23-0 run for the Clippers at the end of the third quarter, bleeding into the fourth quarter, and Rivers was 16 of the points on that 23-0 run. But what happened to the Rockets, Steve?
Here's what happened to the Rockets. Even though they were only down by 7 at the half, they forgot about Dwight Howard. He had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks in the first half. In the third quarter, in 9 minutes of play, Dwight Howard had 1 shot. That's it. That cannot happen. The Clippers are too athletic, and they know how to get up and down the floor. As athletic as Houston is, the Clippers can really give it to you in the open court. The way to neutralize that is to throw it to the big boy inside and let him do damage. They forgot all about him. And on top of it all, James Harden couldn't get going. Yes, he could sit there and hit a couple of step-back threes, but they weren't allowing him to penetrate into the teeth of a defense. They weren't allowing him to get to the line, which is where he's been killing them. The combination of those two things, the way they neutralized Dwight Howard and James Harden, or the way the Rockets allowed themselves to be neutralized by not getting Dwight Howard the ball, cost them big time.
And so the Clippers get one without a great game from Blake Griffin or Chris Paul, who are the guys that are in the scouting report. They just say, stop the Clippers, you stop them. But this is almost like stealing a game. And now the Rockets have to come back right here Sunday and try to regroup. What does Kevin McHale have to do to get this team ready?
He's got to get Dwight Howard the ball. He's got to get him actively involved offensively. There's no question. And James Harden's got to get loose. He's got to be the superstar that he is, because if they lose Game 4, the series is over. They can't come back from a 3-1 deficit against this Clippers squad. It's not going to happen. So Sunday is the season for the Houston Rockets as far as I'm concerned. They've got to win Game 4, and that means James Harden and Dwight Howard, your $88 million man, have got to take over.